All right, we are live here for an emergency. That's right. This is an emergency pod. I'm here solo all by myself because Hanson Hanno, my regular co-host, is probably snuggled up in bed somewhere, doesn't even know the good news. Seattle Mariners land Randy Arozarena. Look, this is a guy I was calling for all off season, so happy to see him. We'll get into what was traded. I'm for him. I'm just looking this stuff up. If you're getting this podcast, Friday morning, a nice way to start the weekend. Let me turn my thing down here. Sorry, we're just getting this. I have my whole area packed up, ready to go because I'm about to hit the road back up to Seattle. But no, we're here putting everything back together. All right. So, first reactions. Let's check this out. Let's go right to the source. Adam Jude is the one who broke this apparently. Let's just go to Seattle Times. Let me pull this up on the screen. Seattle Times. Mariners acquire Randy Arozarena in a blockbuster deal with the Tampa Bay Rays. Let me see if you can pull this up for everybody that's checking this out. Oh, I sure can. Here it is. There we go. It says here, in desperate need of offensive help to bolster their listless lineup. God, giving up to them right away. The Mariners have added one of the best bats available on the trade market. The Mariners acquire Randy Arozarena, the slugging left fielder from the Tampa Bay Rays, late Thursday. That's when we're reading this. It is damn near almost midnight. It's almost Friday. The trade was for two minor leaguers and a player to be named later. The major league sources told the Times the Mariners formally announced this trade later on Thursday. Quote, Randy is a dynamic, high-energy, all-around player who has excelled in the biggest moments on the biggest stages. Mariners GM Justin Hollander said in a statement, quote, he's going to be a great addition to our clubhouse and our lineup. The 29-year-old Arozarena, the American League's starting left fielder during the 2023 MLB All-Star Game at T-Mobile Park, is under contract for $8.5 million this season and is eligible for arbitration for the next 2 years. So this isn't really a rental. So that's great. The Mariners are sending the Rays 20-year-old outfielder Aiden Smith. We'll go look him up. And 22-year-old right-handed pitcher Brody Hopkins, both playing for the Mariners low A affiliate, the Modesto Nuts, plus the PTBNL player to be named later. That's what that means. PTBNL. PTBNL. Good new abbreviated word for us. Now, Arozarena was the 2021 AL Rookie of the Year and was off to a dreadful start earlier this season. His overall numbers down. We'll go check those out here in a second. He has a .213 batting average this season, 717 OPS, 15 home runs. That's not too bad. 36 RBIs. That's pretty low for him. And 16 steals and 400 plate appearances. His 110 WRC plus this season is the lowest in his career and well below his career average. So that's what he has in common with a lot of people in the Mariners lineup right now. Is the ability to hit below their usual averages. But let's just go check out Randy Arozarena of late, because I do believe he is hitting pretty good of late. So let's go. That's at least what. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Shannon Dreher. Let's see what Shannon Dreher's got to say. She's a good source for all this. She goes, let's see. She reposted Larry Colin saying out. Let me share this with you. Saying outstanding. One of the hottest bats in MLB. So, you're looking around at all the tweets. You're looking around at all the things that all the armchair or couch GMs want to say out there. But like Shannon Dreyer says, bat indeed has been hot since June 1st. Arozarena has hit 290, 402, 517 with 919 and posted a WRC plus of 166, 16th best among qualified hitters in that time. So you can't really just look at the 211 or 213. I know it says 213 if you're looking it up on Fangraphs, and then MLB has them at 211. Not all that great, right? Let's go check out what some fans are saying. Let's go to the real Seattle Mariners fans Facebook page. There's always some good, strong opinions on there, as we should say. And if you're just joining in, I'm just kind of cruising right now on the interweb and the social medias to just get a pulse of what is going on. This is official shit, so that is good. Let's see what some fans. We got a what? I'm not sure if that was a positive remark. I do like this remark. Got him for nothing. More to come, like Luis Roberts and Vaughn to Seattle too, hopefully. Well, I do hope that this is a precursor to another move. I think we all do. Let's see. Pull up some more shit. I thought some people were talking some shit. Now, basically, when you're on here cruising, people are talking shit about the 211. They're not looking into what he's doing right now. And in fact, I know Shannon Dreyer said that, but let me just go to Randy Arozarena, MLB.com. Sorry, doing this all alone tonight. There we go. Let's go to MLB. Randy Arozarena presenting share screen. All right. Let's get down to the MLB, approved statistics. All right. This is the real shit on MLB.com. No frills, no gimmicks. Right to the source. Randy Arozarena was 29 years old. We know about the contract. Again, making 8.1 this year. So the Mariners pay the rest of this season at a prorated rate. He's going to arbitration the next 2 seasons. I want to say right now, I know that they sent these 2 prospects and a player to be named later, but I want to say he might have been more expensive in the fall in this winter when we all wanted to get him. But the other thing is, you got to be careful with Tampa Bay. They are noted, fleecers. They know when to sell lemons. I mean, we could go down the list of players, but let's just keep it focused on Randy Arozarena, what we're getting. Like I said, 712 OPS, that's low. But look, 15 home runs, hitting 211. Yeah, coming out of this Mariners lineup, with his uptick, the Mariners are a better team. In this last week, he's hitting 333. Last 15 games, 288, and in the last month, he's hitting 287. I know Dreyer since June 1st, he's 290, so this is right about in there. So it seems like also too here in the last month, 6 home runs. I mean, this guy, I think he had 23 home runs last year, 20 the year before. He's probably on pace to be right up there again, maybe have a career high in home runs. Let's just go to the home run totals here. Yeah, like I said, in 2022, he had 20. 2023, he had 23. Going back to 2021, 20. And let's not forget, this guy has a ALCS MVP. I know it was during the COVID season, but I think when you look at stats from the COVID season and you go, okay, yeah, like let's not to throw some shade, but like Evan White and JP Crawford's Gold Glove. Well, that means they played good defense for 2 months. They didn't play any playoffs. Randy Arozarena still was in a regular playoff format. In fact, had to probably play more games because of the way they did it. Um, like the article says right here, or I should say what Justin Hollander says, has shined on the biggest stages. So you do have that. You do have his swag. For me, my introduction to him in person, watching him play, was in the WBC when he played for Team Mexico. He was a force. I know it's the WBC, that's like minor leagues a level, maybe spring training level, but just the way he could get this crowd, which was, there was a heavily favored Mexico crowd when I was there. He really took that crowd and like put it in the palm of his hand. So it's going to be great to get some, I would say he can match the same energy that Julio has. I also like this trade because you did it now. You did it now. You're going into Chicago on a losing streak. You just got swept by Angels, a team that you should have beat the shit out of. That didn't happen. The opposite happened. Would they score a couple of runs in this series? You needed the help and you needed it now, especially without Julio in the lineup. And hopefully, yes, maybe they'll get Randy Arozarena in this lineup here on by at least Saturday. Maybe he has a relationship with Luis Robert Jr. Maybe get him to recruit him. If I'm the Mariners, I'm not leaving Chicago without Luis Robert Jr. And then on my way to Boston, I'm swooping by Toronto to pick up Vladdy. Wouldn't that be great? Let's check out some comments here. We got Gerald. He says, "Yep, that's an A plus grade trade." I mean, yeah. Let's go and look. Let's go and look at what was given up. Okay. I believe I had that chart somewhere around here. Let's put the Mariners' top prospects. Let's pull that up on the screen. Sorry for the people listening to this, Thursday or Friday morning, but that's why you got to be up with us Mariner freaks here in the late night. Let's see. Top prospects. So this trade happened, and you didn't lose Cole Young. You didn't lose Harry Ford. You still got Colt Emerson, Lazaro Montes, Feline Selston, Tyler Locklear. Obviously, he's on the team. Farmello, Ty Pete, Michael Arroyo. Still got Class A. Morales. There we go. Aiden Smith, number 12. Let's go down this list to Brody Hopkins, 22. So you gave up your 22nd and your 12th, as far as this MLBMariners.com depth chart. And you're talking about guys that are down in Modesto. So they still haven't made it up to Everett. And from Everett, you'd go to Arkansas, and then maybe you'd be in AAA. We're talking about guys that are a couple of years, 2, 3, maybe 4 years from cracking the major leagues, maybe 2 years. I don't know. I don't have Hano. I'm just speculating when I look, down the charts of this prospect list. And look, Randy Arozarena in this window is definitely going to help out. Let's see what else. We got some more comments here. Let's see. Aiden Smith has some definite upside, but one we could afford to give up. I agree. Like I was saying, like in this window for somebody that far down the depth chart, if they turn into, a perennial all-star, Hall of Fame-esque player, well, It is what it is. Right now in this window, Randy Arozarena is going to help. Randy Arozarena is going to help you out. Let's see this. Yes, Gerald 2023 All Star. Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys were there during the home run derby. He seemed to not have a problem getting the ball in the air at T-Mobile Park. Also, if you remember in the first inning, had that awesome play up against the wall. Let's see, we got another one. Byron Beacons. Pretty stoked. We have so many more prospects. Sorry, let me read this over again. It's late. Byron Beckins. Pretty stoked. We have so many more prospects, and there's 4 days left. Definitely has to be more coming. Let's celebrate at the boxcar. All right. Yes. When I'm in Seattle at the boxcar, that would be fun. And Gerald also says here, control till 2026. Let's see. We got another one from Keith. Let's see. Love this trade. He's been heating up the last 2 months. Yep, we were just checking that out. Wanted to get him last year, as do I. If you go on our YouTube page, I think I have 2 or 3 Randy Arozarena like love letter videos. So and I also want to say, oh sorry, didn't finish your comment here. Want to get him last year, wanted us to get him the past off season. Yes, that's what you also said he's a beast. LA Dodger fans are crying. Oh, that's a good point. Right now, like we've talked about it on here, when teams like the Dodgers have injuries, or teams like the Yankees have injuries, or you're looking at Texas, who has now crawled their way back into the AL West race, and you got Houston, Philadelphia. We're talking about all the teams that pretty much always whip out their wallets, right? They're perennial big spenders. That's what I was trying to say right there. Let's see what people are saying over on Instagram. Well, I don't know if my stream is up. My bad. We also want to point out here about Randy Arozarena. On that arbitration somebody mentioned here, is there arbitration going to go up next year, and by how much? It's a good question. I believe your arbitration goes by what your service time and pretty much what your track record is. If somebody else has comment on that, yes, LA did want him bad. I also heard LA Dodgers, the little talk down here. They're in that Luis Robert, dream scenario. I think it would be a nightmare if they got him. But yeah, when you have injuries to guys like Mookie Betts, they're like, hey, we need another star to replace a star. That's just how the Dodgers roll. That's what they do. Let's see what people are saying on X, huh? Ryan Diver says 2 pretty good prospects. Giving up. Okay. Let's see. Let's try to pull up some Tampa Bay. I'm wondering what they're saying about this down there. Had to be a beloved guy, right? Let's go to Tampa News. No. Oh, Tampa Bay Times. Let's see what they got to say about all of this. Let me share this with you guys who are on here. Yes, we got another comment here. Chad the Ripper. Julio is going to feed off his energy. Oh man. Just off the energy, just think about Julio, Randy Arozarena, and just for right now, at least Victor Robles. That is a lot of energy out there in the outfield. Yes, major swag. Yes, I love the B-boy pose. I love all that shit. Let's pull up what they're saying in Tampa Bay. It might just be, one of these AP recordings or blurbs or whatever. Okay. I think you guys can see this. It says the Rays made their first trade of the season early Friday morning, shipping out on the East Coast, I guess, yes, Friday morning, shipping out Randy Arozarena to the Mariners for a package of 3 minor league prospects. The deal was officially announced. Oh, they want me to pay for a subscription. Nope. I did that a couple of years ago with, I think, the Philadelphia newspaper, and I was paying that shit for 2 years. Yeah, let's go check out. Yes, the Dodgers fans are bitching. They're gonna bitch about everybody that they can't get. If you listen to our Wake and Bake episodes, Vlad, my co-host, is a Yankees fan. I asked him what they need. He says everything. So let's see. Let's pull up. Let's see what Tampa Bay Rays fans are saying on Twitter. There we go. Rays community. They're not very happy about it. Let's just say that. Can't pull this thing up onto the screen, but the general census of this trade seems like the Mariners got the best of it. And I think that's because you're looking at what you're getting now if you're a Rays fan versus what you're losing right now. But Aiden Smith, and Brody Hopkins, again, they're down at the Modesto Nuts. We'll have to talk to our guy Sean. Sorry. I'm so just messing this up. We'll have to talk to our friend Chris Estrada down there about this trade this week. Hopefully we get a hold of him and maybe talk to him about the new nuts that have showed up. Let's see. Byron pipes in here again. Tampa is crying. We get Randy Land. Now bring Lou Bob to play the next to the no-fly zone. That would be crazy. I'm still hopeful to. I know that they said they're not going to deal Vlad Perez, but that's Vlad Perez. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Vlad Perez is my co-host. Let's see this. Rays get these nuts. Arms crossed Fungo Pop. Now you're talking. Yeah, they got to whip out some new commercials. They also got to edit out Ty France out of the Rock one now, right? You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting tomorrow or later to hear what they have to say, what the locker room's got to say. It'd be interesting to see how quick he can report. It'd be nice to see him by Saturday. Let's see. Thanks, Rays. Love you guys. Hope you have a better next season. Let's see. Randy Arozarena. Wow. Yep, Rays fans are going nuts. I know Mariners fans, I'm reading this right here, goes, was this supposed to be our big move? This is not going to get the job done. Typical move. Dude, it's the first move. I would assume there's more. Let's just say there wasn't. Right now, the Mariners lineup is better. You're getting somebody that we just looked at a month of hitting almost 300, a proven all-star. Look, and it can't be fun playing in Tampa Bay. You're going to go to T-Mobile Park. It's going to be electric. It's summertime in Seattle. This is the exact mojo you need for a team right now. Without Julio there, you just lost, a staple in the clubhouse. who knows what this means for Mitch Haniger, or other outfielders on this team, fringe outfielders. Um, you're bringing in somebody too that's like we talked about, just knows how to win, been a winner. I think it's a great move. I don't think it's the last move. I think we all can agree, right? All can agree that the Mariners need maybe one more big bat, and then you just being realistic, getting two more big bats would be great. I am of the non-conservative crowd. I am for the let's go in this year, next year, and the year after, and just go big. And then guess what? If we get a World Series appearance, a World Series trophy, and then our farm system is depleted for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. I don't care. I just want that fucking title. Yes, Gerald. Yes, World Series experience. That is correct. And I want to say again, in that 2020, I know sometimes we can discount the Dodgers World Series, but once they got into the playoff settings, I think it was regular baseball. You weren't having the 7-inning doubleheaders, empty stands, 2-month season. But yeah, I'm happy. I just wanted to pop on here. I'll read a couple more comments, and then we'll wrap this shit up. I don't know if there's anything I'm completely missing about Randy Arozarena. Seems to be a good clubhouse guy. There isn't any like baggage following him. That was kind of a thing when everybody's talking about Jazz Chisholm. Even the Yankees are reported of like being a little apprehensive about him too, because of the perception that he has, which I think is an easier, quicker fix maybe in New York, because you're playing for such a prestigious organization. Maybe that would not be the same here in Seattle. I don't know what you guys think. What is going to happen though after this trade? What's the next move as far as roster stuff? I mean, right now you can carry him, you can carry Robles, you can have Luke, you can have Demo in the outfield. We know Canzone's coming back and supposed to come back in a couple weeks, provided he's still on the roster. And then you got Clase, who just doesn't seem quite ready. I wonder what is going to happen. Mitch Haniger is always an interesting conversation. I know he just hit a home run the game prior, and you owe him next year. But overall, Randy Arozarena is cheaper, better. Let's see what other comments we got. Ooh, Roberts, Vlad, or Roker? Yes, Roker. The Oakland guy. Yes. That Oakland guy is hitting like 429 in this month of July. Vlad and Rob. Yeah, you get one more of those guys. I think the Mariners are good. You get one more bat, and then, you've heard this, maybe a couple of the guys just want to hit. Just all you need is two of the guys currently on the roster to be who they are, and you add two bats. Now all of a sudden with your pitching, now you're scary again. You're scarier. Haniger off the bench. Yeah, I think he would be a great person off the bench. Also probably has the right mentality, or probably, we know he does. Let's see right here. Here's a question. Does Randy cancel out Jazz's vibes? I heard good things about his attitude, and his vibes in the clubhouse would help in so many spots. You're right. You're getting with him and Victor Robles on the team. You're getting what maybe Eugenio and a Carlos Santana were providing in a clubhouse. So I think from what I'm hearing, these are great personalities. I'm sure we'll hear this tomorrow as well. Let's see here. Um, see, stay tuned. More trades to come. Hook it up, Jerry. Um, yeah, I mean, 4 more days, but I do like getting Randy right now. I don't know when he's going to report. You'd assume he'll be in this series. You're going to need him in Boston, because if you show up to Boston the way Boston's playing right now with the current roster and the current lineup that you got, it's going to be a long weekend. I on a negative, I'd say this is a positive, because we didn't do this episode yesterday. We were going to have an episode where we were going to talk about, are the Mariners going to come back over or under 500 on this next road trip? Well, I think adding one more bat like this really helps you maybe not be under 500. I mean, you needed another professional baseball bat in this lineup right now. Let's see here. What else can we look at? Yeah, I just want to point out again, though, it's one thing if we were looking at him like and going, all right, he's hitting 333 in the last week, 3 home runs in the last week, 6 RBIs in the last week. The guy has got 8 strikeouts in the last week. In 30 games, he struck out 28 times. 1 strikeout a game. That ain't bad. We got guys on the team that that's just a prerequisite just to get into our lineup. We got guys that do multiple strikeouts a game. Also has some speed to him. He does get caught stealing. I'd have to dive into why. Maybe he's a risky guy, so we're a risky runner, so we might have to keep our eyes on that. And so he's doing all this in the last week, but the thing is, look what he's done in the last month again. 287, 370 on base percentage. Slugging over the last month a little bit down, but it's picked up right now. In the last week, it's 833. And the RBIs are not where you'd want them with this guy, and I don't know what that's how that's gonna translate over here. But anyways, just wanted to pop on here. I think we answered all the questions that we had coming in. Let's see. I just wanted to get to all of these. I mean, this is real. This really happened. The Mariners actually made a trade. Hopefully this is like the nice plentiful salad or appetizer. I don't want to say he's an appetizer, because I suppose the guy was an all-star, except not having a good start to the season. There's really nothing wrong with him. Let's see, we got a let's fucking go. And with that, I'm gonna stop reading these. It's getting late. Anyways, it's gonna be fun listening and of course watching this dude and seeing what the hell's gonna happen here. What do we got till Tuesday? I know Monday night for sure I'll be in Seattle. Hanno and I, he doesn't even know this, we're going to be recording live. We're going to do like a trade deadline eve episode. Like I said, we're kind of changing the programming here until the deadline happens. We won't focus so much on gameplay. I mean, what was there to talk about this last week? Great pitching, shitty hitting. We could have just cut and pasted together any other episode. But now, hopefully, this is the start to something to the lineup. Hopefully, this is a start to getting maybe more moves coming down the line here this week. Either way, this is a good move. The team is better. I think Randy Arozarena just had a slow little patch right there at the start of the year. Seems to be heating up at the right time. This is an excellent move. The Mariners are a better team today with Randy Arozarena on it than they were yesterday without him. Anyways, thanks for liking and subscribing and all that shit. If you're checking us out on YouTube, smash that damn subscribe button if you hadn't already. What the fuck are you waiting for? Anyways, that being said, Hanno, you ain't here, so let me tell you what time it is. charge.